Hello and welcome to this week's episode. My name is Sarah. I'm the host of the Bright Balloon podcast, and I want to help you make more money and eliminate stress in your balloon business. And today I'm chatting with Jody, who is the owner of Pop by Posh Party Events and Design Space. And she is sharing about how she had an idea to cover her building in balloons and how she made that a reality with a little help from her friends. What started as an idea at a local balloon distributor class turned into reality a couple months later with some of the best in the biz, and Jody shares all of the details. So let's get into this week's interview after a quick break. Quick pause, because if you're running a small business and you feel like your brain is holding open 1,000 tiny tabs, this is for you. One of the biggest shifts that I've made in my business and that I've seen successful decorators make over and over is moving from doing everything manually to having a real system behind the scenes. That's why 17 Hats is our exclusive YouTube sponsor for 2026. 17 Hats puts your inquiries, contracts, invoices, questionnaires, emails, and workflows all in one place, so you're not chasing clients, forgetting follow-ups, or reinventing the wheel every single time someone books. Instead of asking, did I send that and what comes next, your business just works. The best part, it doesn't make your business feel more robotic. It actually frees you up to do things that you are meant to do, like be creative, work with clients, spend time with your family, and all with less stress. If you're ready to stop duct taping systems together and start operating like a real business, head to 17hats.com to check it out. Once you have a system, everything else gets easier. All right, let's jump back in. Welcome to this episode, Jody. I'm really excited to chat with you about some cool collaboration that you have done with other balloon decorators. But before we jump in, give us an introduction. Tell us a little bit about who you are and where you are in your business.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jody Tucker, and I am the owner of Pop by Posh Party Designs and now Event Space. I was a letter carrier. First of all, it's nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Before this life, I was a letter carrier for 21 years with the Postal Service. And the last couple of years at the Postal Service was kind of like bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's just they want like so much out of you, whatever, so I'm older now, my body hurts and all this stuff. So when I started getting into the balloon stuff, I found your podcast, and I'd be delivering the mail in the heat, the rain, the snow, all that stuff, and I'd be listening to you, and I literally like resigned. You inspired me to like pursue my dreams, and I resigned from the Postal Service, and now I've been free from them for like a little bit over a year, and I'm so happy. I mean, I'm still scared too, because I'm missing that, that safe paycheck that comes in every 2 weeks,
Stability. Yeah.
So,
Well, that's
yeah.
amazing. I mean,
No, it is.
congratulations. That's
I
incredible.
love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And
that is
so
so
I'm in
exciting. So you are
yeah, I'm in Leominster,
you're in like a
Massachusetts.
shop. I can see you though.
Yeah,
This
is my
isn't your
cute
home.
little
You have a
studio.
studio?
Yeah, it's big. No, I'll show you, like over there. It's like all messy. But I have this beautiful loft space, and it's on the third floor of this old mill building in Leominster. And it's so cute and big. And I'm going to start doing like little events in here. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to get the people to come to me instead of me going to the people. You know what I mean? Because it's just me. And so I got to lug off backdrops and all the stuff, and I'm on the third floor. So I'm going in an elevator, and so it's a lot for me, so I'm going to try to
So
transition the
transitioning into an event
business.
space. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm going to do like little kid birthday
Yeah, but
parties.
and it's super cute and pink, and it looks like it's
Yeah.
ready for events. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
So,
kinda
but
ready.
you also, but you're not just doing little birthday parties. The thing we're chatting about is this huge install that you did on the side of the building.
Yep.
And tell us about it. How did this happen?
Okay. So, the classes that we go to like locally on the East Coast here is rainbow balloons, right? So we go to the classes. And so before I even went to one class, I was like totally fans of like some of the people, and then to go to a class and see them there in real life, it was like, I was like totally fangirling, you know what I mean? And so then each class I went to, it got a little more like, okay, they're real people. So, you know what I mean? And so we all became friendly, and, and there's like a little social hour, like during lunch and stuff, we get to talk and chit chat. And so the last one I went to, everyone was like welcoming me with open arms, hugging, and hi, how are you? And they knew I had a new space because the old one, there was like a flood, like a pipe burst upstairs and like destroyed the whole place. And thank God I had insurance. And so I moved into this place
Yeah.
and they were asking me, how's your new place? And I'm like, oh my God, it's so awesome. I'm like, I would love to do, because Rainbow had just did like a kind of like a big rainbow on the side of their building. They have like a 2-story building in
Okay.
Woburn. And Dee Dee from Balloon to Sea and a couple of the other girls were on that install. And so when I seen them, I'm like, I want to do something like that at my place. I'm like a 2 stories higher than them. Let's do it. And so everybody was like, yes, I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And so yeah, go to classes. That's where you network and meet people and magic happens at the classes. But so everyone wanted to do it, and then it was just all about like,
And these are
well,
like your competitors technically, right?
yeah,
Like maybe a
I
little further
actually,
out, but like these are other balloon
yes.
decorators.
Yes, I actually, well, I know everyone listening probably knows Balloon-to-Sea Boston. Like, she's like Madonna of balloons out here to us, you know what I mean? To us little local balloon girls. And so I became friendly with her and I said, she had left the class early. So I immediately, when we got out of there, I texted her saying, listen, this is what we were talking about after you left. And I want to do this with you. Like, I want you to do it, like, because she does some amazing work. So I wasn't going to do it if she didn't like take control. You know what I mean? Because it's scary doing something you don't know. You know what I mean? Like I've never
Yeah.
been on the side of a building or we actually had a crane too. So like, being on a crane and then it was so fun though. So fun. But it's like, I think the
But how did it go
scariness,
from idea to like
we
idea to
just,
execution? It's one
oh
thing to talk
yeah,
about it,
like
but then
all the
like where'd
moving
you get the
parts.
balloons and who
Yeah.
organized it and
Okay.
how did you do
Yes.
that?
So we started like a group chat and then so Dee Dee started inviting people and I said, you know what? I'm going to invite some of the local girls who are essentially my competition. You know what I mean? Because Dee Dee's always
Mhm.
saying like community over competition, it is nice to lift each other up. And plus I'm a mom of 4 girls. I know you have 2. Do you have 2 girls? Yes, you have 2 girls, right?
I do too.
Um,
Yep.
yeah. And so, being a girl mom, you want to try to instill like lifting each other up instead of tearing each other down. I always say like, let's lift each other up instead of let's hold each other up instead of knocking each other's crown off or something like that, you know? But, so Dee Dee's
Yeah.
always preaching that. And so and when you do this, you want to be part of something big like that. So it's fun. So, it was actually a Breeze class. It was Breeze from Elevated Impressions. It was at her class that we all got this
Okay.
idea to do it. And so then Dee Dee was inviting people in the chat, and then I was. And then it just started like, it was initially going to be like June 2nd. We were always going to do it on a Tuesday, right? Because no one's busy on a Tuesday unless you have some corporate people. But so in the chat they were like, "Oh, you should see if Rainbow will sponsor it," because they're always looking for content. And so then I sent them an email, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we'd be more than happy to. Just tell us what you want and what you want to do." And then they reached out to Batalic, who said, "Oh yeah, we'll sponsor it." So Batalic Rainbow Balloons gave us all the balloons. Like it was awesome. Like
That's
we had
amazing.
so many balloons. I mean, when they shipped them to my studio, I was like, each box was like 20 pounds. It was like 3 or 4 boxes. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen
Well,
that many
and I
balloons.
just want to pause real quick because I think it's really interesting because I think sometimes in the balloon world you think like I can't do something this big,
Right. Oh,
or I have to
yeah.
be like a balloon celebrity to get people to come, or no brand is going to want to
Right.
work with me unless
Right.
have a million followers. And like none
Right.
of these things were true. It was like friends at a
Right.
class and
Yeah. And
working
I
with your
couldn't.
distributor, and then
Right. So I got everyone to donate their time. Well, this is what happened too. This was my idea because I'm like, oh my God, I moved to a new space. I love it, but it's way more expensive than my other space. And I was like, I need to do something to let the people know I'm here. And so everyone was like, yeah, yeah, we'll do it. And if they didn't know I was there before, they know I'm here now. The whole town was talking about me. They're still
yeah,
talking about me. But so once they like the Rainbow said they were gonna do it, they literally sent Shiloh, who's the social media person, they sent her out here. I got her a hotel room. Um so she stayed with us for like the 24 hours. We had so much fun, So I got them to donate all their time. Rainbow and Vitalik donated all the balloons, sponsored us. Then Dee Dee's telling me she never even came out to the building. She lives an hour away. And so she's like nervous, like, I don't know. This is I don't know the logistics. She's only going on like pictures and videos of what I'm sending her. And so she's like, go
Yeah.
down to the second floor. She's telling me what to do. So I'm going through the whole building looking, how can I get out these windows and those windows, And I just happened to bump into another business who had their door open. And I said, oh, hi, I'm Jody. I'm new upstairs, And I said, what do you guys do? And they said, oh, we do framing, like framing of houses, like buildings and stuff. So they frame houses and I was telling him what I was going to do and I was looking for the windows in the building and, he was like, oh, do you need a crane? I don't know how we got talking about a crane and he offered a crane and I was like, really? And he goes, yeah, I'll let you use a crane. I'll give you an operator and a crane. I was like, are you serious? So he gave us a
Amazing.
crane and an operator all day, for free. We didn't have to pay for that. I can only imagine what that
That's so
cost. You know
cool.
what I mean? And then I got another business in the
Yeah.
building I made us these cute t-shirts, right? So the theme was flamingo, and this one says, together we are flocking fabulous, right? And I got all of our business names on the back with the sponsors. So I got those for free. I got 2 other businesses to donate breakfast and then lunch. I got the hotel rooms discounted
Amazing.
for the girls. So yeah, it turned out to be, and it was such a good day. It was kind of raining. We were so nervous about the rain, like downtown Leominster. Okay, so this is why we did Flamingo. Leominster is the birthplace of the plastic pink flamingo that you see on the lawns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the birthplace of that. This used to be an old plastics mill, like they were big for plastics out here. And so this is where the pink flamingo was born. So every year in Leominster on June 23rd, they celebrate Pink Flamingo Day. So it's kind of like a big deal around here. People get dressed up with all the pink. Even the
Yeah.
guys are wearing pink ties, pink shirts. Like people are, it's a good time. They close
Oh,
downtown and they
cute.
have,
I love that.
yeah. And so, I said, oh, we were going to just do a build, right? We didn't have a theme or anything. And then I said, oh, I've only lived here for 5 years. So I'm from Boston, but I moved out here 5 years ago to follow my sister. So I didn't really know the history either. And I was always working as a letter carrier, so I could never go to the festivals. I worked in another town, so I was never here. And so,
Yeah.
we started doing the research everyone in the group started doing the research and then they were making posts about the flamingo. So it was so cute. It was such a collaborative effort on everyone's part. Like this couldn't have worked without everybody. You know what I mean? It was so
I think
seamless
that's
and
amazing. That's
effortless,
really cool.
flawless. Everyone got a chance to, it was like a class, but it was like free. I mean, everyone got to go up on the crane if they wanted to. Like people were installing on the ground. People were I was throwing balloons out the window from the 3rd floor. Yeah, it was like so, so, so fun. It was awesome. And we're still like reeling
That's
from it
awesome. And then
all.
how did you like utilize it then for promotion? Because you said it kind of just started as a build and you just wanted balloons everywhere. But then
Right.
I saw videos of you like greeting cars and like
Yeah.
out there waving to people and like how did this actually turn
It
into
was
a big
awesome because
promotion?
I'm on like a main street in Leominster, right? So there's a couple of main streets. I have to be on one of them. So a ton of traffic goes by. I mean, you didn't everybody was so happy. People driving by while we were building, thumbs up, waving, and then afterwards people would thank you so much. Like comments on my Facebook page, my personal page, the Instagram. The whole town was so happy. The mayor came and he was out there for like an hour and he was doing his live morning show. I didn't know he was live. And I'm like, hold on, I'll be right down. I didn't realize he was talking to the people. And I just come running over and he was just like in awe of it. Like people around here have never seen anything like that. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the
Yeah.
pictures, right? It was so cool. Like it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I got to pull up to that every morning for about a week. It was so awesome. It was
Yeah,
so
that
great.
was gonna be my question. How long did you leave it up? And then how did you take it down if everyone else left after it
Oh,
was
I took
over?
it down all by myself. It wasn't even that bad. I mean, it started dying like a half a week into it. It was so hot here. I mean, it was cold, it rained. You know, we live in New England, so the weather is just crazy. Um, it rained, it was
Yeah.
beaming hot, it was all of the things, you know. So some of it, like all the Medusa things, they started shrinking. That's what Dee Dee named them, the Medusas, which are so cool. Those I don't know. I don't even, they're so cute. We had them all like we made about 10 of them, so they were like we the my space got so filled up with balloons, we couldn't even see the floor, so we had to like lift them up, and someone took a picture of it, and it just looked so there was all 10 of them like attached to one of these beams, like one of these posts right
Okay.
here, you know? And it looked like a beautiful balloon chandelier. It was gorgeous. It was just so many like a big balloon tree. It was awesome. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
I
so
love
cool.
those. I know. I did see those for the picture.
Yeah. So the people in the town are just like, I mean, some woman came to my door just yesterday and she came and brought me a rock that it's called Lemonster Rocks, like a little group that paints rocks and stuff. And she brought
Okay.
me a little cute rock that she painted in my colors, like the hot pink and the white and the black. And she was just, thank you so much. You really brought smiles to everyone's. I was like almost crying. Like people were so happy, so happy.
Yeah.
I even seen a
So
rapper
you
was
didn't like
rapping out there. A rapper was doing a
did you like
rap video.
pre-plan any That's
Did I
so
what?
funny. Did you
I know,
pre-plan
right?
any promotion like, "Oh, we gotta do an Instagram live," or, "We need to invite the news
No.
out." Did you plan any of that, or really your
Well,
priority was being with your friends and creating something cool?
Um, no, we tried. I did call like the local newspaper here. It's called like the Sentinel. It does like the
Mhm.
Central Mass area. So I called them. They did a nice story. We made it on the front page of the Sunday paper. Um, like other businesses were tagging me like in the bill, like there's a restaurant downstairs, they put it on their page, you know, everybody was tagging me, sending me beautiful photos. People were no matter what time you drove by, people were here because I have like a neon sign in the bathroom and it lights up with my logo on it, and then I had like a
Okay.
tropical grass wall at the bottom, and I had a neon light that said, "This must be the place." You know, it lit up pink. And
Okay.
so at night, it looked so beautiful too with the two pink lights. Oh, every time I pulled up, somebody was here taking a picture, whether it was 6 in the morning or midnight. It was crazy. It was so fun. So fun. The
That's
kids
really,
loved it.
really cool.
One mom sent me a message saying, "Oh my gosh, we just drove by and the whole thing was down," and my daughter just started bawling, crying. And I said, "Oh my God,
Oh,
I'm so
no.
sorry." Yeah. So everybody was so happy. Kids, old people, like everybody, all ages, all the guys peeping, waving, like, "Good job. Thank you. Thumbs up." Like, it was just awesome.
That's awesome. So if someone wants to plan something like this, or their wheels are starting to spin, what
Hmm.
did you learn? Like, if you were to do it again, is there anything that you would any advice you would pass on to someone who's looking to do, like, a large outdoor install to get attention?
Well, I would say obviously you're gonna need help to do something like that. Like that was not one person, that was a whole collaborative effort. There was 14 other businesses besides myself. So, and I would like to plug them at the end if that's okay. Um, yeah.
Yes, yeah, we'll
So
go through all of them. Absolutely.
yeah, like, don't be afraid. The worst that anyone can say is no. Okay, so okay, then you try to figure it out, right? And in this business, we're always like, we have to figure it out, right? And we always do, right? Things always work
Yeah.
out. But I would just say, don't be afraid and get yourself some. Go to the classes, meet other balloon people, right? And that's how it happened for me. Yeah, I was fangirling out over these people, and now we're friends. I love it. You know.
Yes. I
We're
love that. Well,
actually,
let's
yeah.
promote them too. Give them a plug and a big
Okay,
public thank
so
you.
Dee Dee from Balloonacy Boston, I put it all together and I told her, you have full creative control because she is just, her stuff is amazing, right? So she kind of like was the
Yes.
project manager. And then Lux Balloons, Sweet and Chic by Sarah and her husband Alicio, they're actually instructors for Batalic, right? They did the beautiful
Okay.
flamingo structures. Alicio did that. You know them, right? Alicio and Sarah?
I've not met
right?
them. No.
You never met them? Oh my God, they're
Mm-mm.
instructors for Batalic. Hold on, my phone's ringing. I'm so
We'll have to
sorry.
get them on here.
Jeez Louise. Yes,
Okay.
and you have to have Lunacy on too. She's awesome. Like, okay,
Yes,
so
I met her at Float. She was so fun.
yes, that's right. I actually was going to go to Float, and then something happened. I couldn't go. Steve gracefully gave me my money back. Thank God. I was just having like some financial troubles at the time. It was the time my studio like collapsed in Fitchburg, and before I
Oh,
moved here. So
flooding. Yeah. Mm.
yeah, so I'm so sad. All my favorites were there. You know what I mean? I'll go someday. So, Sweet and Chic by Sarah and her husband Alicio, The Little White Bounce Mass, Annabelle Balloons, The Party Sister, Revel Balloon Company, Lofty Balloon and Event Decor, which is one of my local girly competition, but now she's one of my besties. Balloons All Over. That's in Worcester. Christine's Creative Co. Fairy Tale Moments, Bailey Balloons, New Hampshire, and Party with the Pauls. She's local too. Oh, and the Little White Bounce is local. But yeah, and me. Pop by
Well,
Posh.
that's amazing. I'm so pleased that it worked out. And it looked
Yeah.
really, really incredible. I thought it was a class. I thought it was like a
Well,
sponsored class where this was like a
yeah.
full workshop, but the fact you just arranged it and you guys
Right?
all kind of put it together on your own, I think it's
Yep.
really
I
cool.
know. Now my wheels are spinning. I'm like, oh, maybe I should, if any balloon girls listening that live in Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, somewhere close so you can drive and you want to have a class here, let's do it. Like, my space is beautiful. I
Yeah.
want to host classes, workshops, girls' nights. I can do baby bridal showers here, little children's birthday parties.
Yeah.
And so it's a kind of like a mixed event space. I want to just have things going on all the time. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
going to
Well,
another
cool. Well,
class. We're all going to
what'd you
another
say?
class. We're all going to another
Oh,
class
where are you going
now.
next?
We're going to having a party on Tuesday. I don't know what the date is. I don't even know what today is. And plus this will be after that.
That's okay. This will
Anyways,
come out after that.
right.
So,
So we're going to see
who are you
Maggie from
seeing?
Pop Charlotte. Maggie. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, but
Amazing. That
that
is so fun
happened,
to have like your little crew travel
right?
with you to all these classes.
I know. It's so fun. So fun. We're looking forward to that too.
Well, we need to send people to your page to see this install. So where is the
Yeah.
best place for people to look you up and see photos of this incredible job?
Okay, so, well, I do have a website, www.popbyposh.com, but then I'm on Instagram as popbyposh16, and then on Facebook, no, but I have so many different places. Pop by Posh Party Designs and Event Space now. And then me, just Jody Tucker, JODIETUCKER on Facebook. So yeah, it's all over the place.
Well, I'll make
And
sure
you can,
to.
any of those other businesses that I mentioned, it's all over their social media too. And on Rainbow Balloons, and Batalic has it on their page too,
Yeah.
on Instagram and stuff. So
Well, thank you
yeah,
so much for talking us through it. I think that's really, really cool. Total
thank
example
you.
of community over competition.
Oh
Everyone
yeah,
learns, everyone wins. I think it's great.
yes,
So,
it
well,
is.
thank
It's
you
so
so much for
fun.
your time
Well,
and
thank you
congrats
for
on your success.
talking with
Good
me.
luck with your event space. Maybe we'll check in a year and see how that's going.
I would love that, Sarah. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.